I just tried to pull it up. It says this video is private.
Hello? Uh-oh. We got levels. Seems like everything's working. I'm double checking.
Even though I said I just tried to pull it up and it says this video is private.
Yeah. Is it still pulling up as private?
Mm-hmm.
Lorraine said competing with the World Series is a little ambitious.
Stream options. Nope. Cards, nope. Privacy. Public. Try clicking it again. Please. Sorry.
Yep.
Hello! For everyone that got here late, thank you for getting here late, because we would have never known that everything was private. Brent, Megan, thank you. Hello, Jeremy Smithy.
Hi.
And our special guest, not really, kinda, Jamie Lacrosse.
So, hold on, we can't see you.
Hey.
Why is there double screen?
It's like a delay.
Well, yeah, there's gonna be a delay. It's always had a delay, because just to
Okay.
make sure. So, can you hear anything? That's the most important part.
Yes. Okay, now.
Cool. Week 8, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi. Good to be back. Kinda.
Jamie had important life stuff like school to take care of.
Yeah.
Josh is at school on his way here. Jamie, what'd you do this weekend?
I played in this little charity thing. I don't know. Did you hear about it?
I mean, I was at one as well. Were we at the same one?
I'm sure I'm listening to you.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, we may have been on the same
I
team.
think you were on my team, actually.
Yes. Pink Limeade. Fucking surprise team of the tournament. Kiss my ass.
We had such a great time that I just can't remember.
Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie, that's.
And there goes the carpet again.
Jeremy likes head, so he's getting some currently from his beer.
All I did was pop the top. I didn't do anything.
So the charity tournament was this past Saturday. WAKA Kicks Cancer, and it was like so fun. It's seriously one of my favorite tournaments of the year. I always have a good time. We had a lot of fun. Like Pink Limeade made big jugs of alcoholic limeade and drank all day, and we just made up our own rules to all of our pool play games. Almost every inning we were doing something silly, from with our backs turned to the kicker and you couldn't turn around until it was kicked, to having your arms interlocked with another player and you couldn't let go until it was kicked, or one we had everybody line up behind the pitcher and we had to run to our positions.
Okay, my profile picture now.
Yeah, we just had so much fun with it, and we still ended up doing pretty well. We made it to the Final Four, and it was just a good time all day. I hope that all of my teammates feel the same way, but I think it was fun.
I mean, I definitely enjoyed myself. I mean,
And
doing everything different that was really fun. Sorry, I'm trying to fix the sound. I just realized it's down low. How do we sound now, guys? Holy shit.
Better?
A lot better, yeah. Like you were talking and there was barely a bounce, so I was like,
Anyway, congrats to the white team that won. What were they called? Save the Broobies?
Yeah, I
believe.
They had Gene, Cosmo Kramer.
Yeah.
That's all I remember. Like
Shaw.
There we go.
Yeah, they beat us in the semifinals. You had to leave early, so you missed that game, but they just destroyed us, which we kind of knew was coming anyway, but it was still a good time. I was hoping to score one run on them, but that didn't happen. It's alright.
I mean, with a team like that, it's kind of expected, though. I mean, that team.
Yeah.
Hell, that's Hammerheads with a little extra, I think. So.
With Gene.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a little extra. I don't want to give him too many props. Come on. Nah. Yeah. Now that I'm done cleaning up beer on the floor, my bad. Yeah, the tournament as a whole was awesome. Like there was really, from the pool that we were in, there wasn't a ton of like asshole competitive teams like out there trying to be stupid. I will give props to the Richmond Monument, the VA Monument team. They came out, they played us, and we did our little kooky, wild, random innings. They were all about it up until I think
yeah, they played with us, and they did every inning that we did, and just had a good time with us. It was really fun.
Yeah, I mean they.
Like we played other teams throughout the day, and we told them all from the get go, like, hey, this is our plan. We're not doing it to be assholes. We're not doing it to, like
make you look
stupid, or to say that we're so much better than you that we can still beat you being goofy, or whatever. We just genuinely wanted to have a good time whether we lost or won,
Yeah.
And they were all for it. They were like, yeah, we'll do it too. We actually had an inning where we ran the bases backwards.
Yeah, that was probably that. Yeah, that was real funny because I think Brian Neal was the one that bunted and went to first.
He led off, and we just got done telling him, hey, we're doing the bases backwards, and they even set up backwards, like they put their charger on the other side,
the safety base was at third base where it was supposed to be. Yeah.
He put a perfect bunt down and ran the right way, which was the wrong way, and got out.
We're all like, no, go to third.
Yeah.
It was
go the other way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like I said, I don't know if it was just our pool or just in general through the whole tournament. Everybody seemed to be having a good time. Like when I would stop or in between our breaks, you look around, everybody was having a good time or enjoying themselves, and it was. I mean, it seemed like a great time. I'm glad that I again made this tournament, even though initially I was like, no, this tournament every single year, all three of them, has been awesome. Like I mean, Brent, Keith, Brian, to some extent. I mean, they put this tournament on every year, and it's great. I mean, I'm glad to be a part of this league just for that reason alone. I mean,
I think this is the fourth one, actually. I could have swore I read that somewhere.
I know, it was this year.
Because I played 3, and I think I missed the first one.
I know, my first one was when me and Nick Schmidt coached Peanut Butter Jelly Time with Will McKendry and a whole bunch of other people. Last year it was I was with Kernan Cherry, and I can't remember. I think it was the Blake's team may have got to the final. I think they lost against Sitch or some sort of.
Last year I won it. I was on the team that won it. I can't remember.
Did you play against Blake from Victoria?
Or L something?
It was
Laughing like shit. I think her name it was something weird. It was like an acronym for.
Did you guys play Freed's team?
I think we did.
With Blake and
yeah.
So okay. So maybe I don't know. It could have been. I think it's 3. I could be dead wrong, but. And then there was this year. So I don't
know. Anyway, we raised what, $5,000? I think is the last time I saw.
I've seen different numbers. It was between like 4,500 to 5,200. So either way.
Yeah.
Crap ton of money.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. Good job, everybody doing that. And I know Keith and a couple other people were walking around doing the wristbands for Kim Merritt. I'm mad as hell. I miss grabbing one of those because.
No one fights alone.
Never.
I'm sure that you can probably still get one.
Yeah,
I know that they had some left over when I was leaving the field, so find out who has one, you can get one.
I'll definitely check into that. Anything else happened last week? I mean, we'll get to the games, but I just didn't know if anything else popped up important like that I know of. I got nothing. I mean, I DJ'd Ian Fluke's wedding. Dude, best time I've had at a wedding. Right behind Nick and Journey's wedding. Yeah. Must be kickball weddings that I do that I love. So I don't know. Right now,
What about Brian Neal's wedding?
Yeah, I was getting ready to say Brian Neal and Jen Neal's wedding was awesome too.
I think you should probably not rank them because you might put your foot in your mouth.
I also don't want to devalue Ian Fluke's wedding, which was amazing, which was also as amazing as Nick and Journey Schmidt's, and equally as amazing as Brian and Jen Neal's. So it was awesome, and I'm putting it up there in the echelon with Brian Neal, Jen Neal, Nick Schmidt, Journey Schmidt. There we go. Boom. If I was to have a top 5, those 3 would be in the top 5. What order? Couldn't tell you. Won't do it. Not trying to get in trouble.
There you go. Brent said $5,037 is the final number.
Great job, guys.
Awesome.
Great flipping job. I like it. So Brent, you can't hear us. Thank you.
Yeah.
Glad that we can be heard.
He also said it's the 4th annual that just passed.
How did I miss one? That's odd. Okay.
I don't know, maybe the first one wasn't very big or something. I wasn't on this side of the water that year, so.
That's odd. Okay. Cool. Now that we got that cleared up, yeah, this year was the 4th. My bad. Week 8. Do you got the scores from the games? Because I don't have them pulled up. I can run through what I have. Kick a ball, kick a ball. Last week, the 19th.
Are you pulling up the scores?
Yeah, for last week, yeah.
Okay.
Last week was the 19th. Boom. 6:30 left field. Hot dogs and tacos against 5-toe death kick. 11 zip. I know towards the end we wanted to cover the spread just because the spread was so big. I don't want to sit here and devalue 5-toe death kick. It was a great game. We had fun. You know, there were moments where it got tense. I mean, I know the first inning, I think we ended up going like 4 up, 3 down. There were 1 or 2 innings where it was legitimately a game and we started to get worried like, oh shit. Oh no, it was them. They got on and I think got bases loaded in the first inning and then we held them. But from then on out, I mean, we just pretty much station, bunt, kick, you know, basically what you're supposed to do. Brad still has a bunch of rookies. It is what it is. I mean, we had a good time. 5th inning, and I had, you know, Kim Orange pitching. I had Megan playing first. I had, you know, people that have, I walked up to every single person and was like, hey, name a position you haven't played yet. And they said wherever, and it was like, boom, put them there. I think if Sarah Zeckley was going to be there, I was going to have her charge. I mean, it's not that we were trying to rub it in. It's just there's certain times during the season where you're up, you don't want to embarrass them, and you want people to have never played where they want to play. So I gave everyone the opportunity. What it was. 3 up, 3 down. Kim pitched awesome. I think I made a catch. Will Menzies made a catch, and I can't remember. I think it was a pop up with somebody, but we had fun. I enjoyed it. Say what? Laura Riddle. Yes, Laura had a catch in right center field instead of right field. And it was fun. That's about all I got on that game. Like I said, 5-toe death kick. They're gonna get better. Don't want to devalue the game. It was a good game. I had fun. Played all 5. Center field, forcing third base, 2-1 against Balls and Dolls. I did not see this game. Were you present?
Mm-hmm.
If only we had highlights. Oh, wait a minute. We don't. Right field, Decomb against Chaotic Kills. Chaotic Kills win this game 3-2 in an upset. Jamie, you said you saw some of this game. Is there anything that stood out? You know, I mean, I was told it was close in the 5th. I mean, it's...
Yeah, when I was watching, let's see, the Kilfs were kicking. They were down by 1 run at that point, and they had runners on, I don't know, first and second or something.
For the sake of conversation, first.
Yeah, I don't know. And I just remember Jose Fabila was the lead runner, and he was running to third. They threw the ball to try and get him out, and the ball got fumbled around and shanked off into the sidelines. Then he ran home, and Decomb picks up the ball and threw him out at home. So the initial call was, he's out, he's the 3rd out, game over, Kilfs lose by 1 run. Then it's brought to their attention that the ball actually touched something on the sidelines, so it should be a dead ball. So the refs convene, they talk about it, they all agreed, I guess, that it did touch something on the sideline, which it did because I was right there and I saw it.
It was right in front of your face.
Yeah, and so they called runners back, and then Jose ends up at third. I believe there's still another runner on second, and it's 2 outs. And then I believe the next person who came up kicked it, and then there was a drop in the outfield that brought in those last 2 runs, and they end up winning. Go from losing to winning, just like that.
Off of 1 play, yeah, and it's great. That's kind of like a pass interference play, where like, you know, hey, we won the game, the guys, you know, no catch, and then you get a flag on the play, and you're like, oh god. I mean, that's basically the kickball version of, you know, a flag. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's completely call it back, and be like, oh, nope, sorry, no, that happened, and then, that sucks. What other game did we have? Was it 7:30 games? Fireballs against forcing third base. Fireballs wins this game 12-0. Um, First order of business. I was told by TJ to remind you that you picked against them and that you should be laughed at. I'm not gonna laugh at you. I think he's wanted me to direct his towards you.
TJ's on Fireballs?
Mm-hmm. TJ Guari, yeah, he's the captain.
Oh, I'm thinking of a different TJ.
TJ Bowman is who you're thinking of.
Yeah.
TJ Guari, the captain of Fireballs, wanted me to deflect his haha.
What was the spread on that one?
It's like 3.5 for forcing, I think.
Wait, forcing was the
Or they were given, I think, 3.5 or 4.5. I don't know. It was something. Fireballs, I think, was favorited to win.
I think that I knew that Fireballs was gonna win it.
But you thought it was going to be closer.
But I thought that it would be closer and that they wouldn't have beat the spread.
Yeah.
Obviously, I was wrong. I can't get them all right. I'm sorry, TJ. I'm not perfect. Obviously, you are. Because you beat them by so much.
Yeah, I think
it's not my fault.
From what I was told by Jeremy and Chris, both captains of forcing third base. Make sure I added that point.
Co-captains?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, both co-captains. I'm sorry. I was made aware that I kept calling kicking outside of the box by them at least 2 or 3 times. And I mean, I won't point names out, but there were people that I blatantly saw a step and a half behind the box kicking it, and I'm like, foul ball. I was like, I mean, they're like, how can you say that? I was like, because I'm looking dead at their feet when they kick, and like the dead giveaway on it is when the pitcher would pitch, which was, I think it was John or Tucker. They were throwing it pretty quick, so I turned around and looked, and the person that was kicking did not move. So I'm like, oh God. And then they would start to move. I'm like, okay, watch the box. Blatantly not in the box, and they were like, how could you do that? The evidence is right there. His foot is behind the line. But, I mean, forcing third base, they played well. It's just Fireballs got hot and kept driving in runs, and there was nothing I could do about it. I mean,
you know how that you fix that foul problem?
Start in the box. And that's what they started to do towards the end. It's an adjustment, I agree. I mean, like, I still deal with it on Thursday nights in my other leagues and then, other situations. But yeah, they're still learning. They have some new people still, and then they have some old veterans. I mean, the score doesn't reflect how close the game should have been. Fireballs had 2 hot innings. Just those innings happened to be a 5-run and I think a 7-run inning. That's how it was. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it's 1 or 2 innings can kill you. That just happened against them. Center field, foul balls against balls and dolls. Foul balls wins this one 10-1. Was not present. Were you remotely close to this game?
Nope.
Damn, if only there were highlights. Oh, wait a minute, there's not. This is going to be a recurring theme up until like next summer, I swear. Night Sweats in right field against Welcome to the Jungle. Night Sweats wins this one 5-2. Were you present or around for this one? Nope. Neither was I, because I was reffing. No highlights? Damn. 8:30 games. Bad News Beers against Peanut Butter Jelly Time. Bad News Beers wins this one 4-3. I helped Kelsey ref first base in this game. It was close throughout. Like, both teams were playing awesome. There were no real big mess ups. It's just, there were close plays at bases. Some went one way, some went the other. I think Jay Carr ended up scoring one time. I mean, it's hard to remember so much. I mean, I apologize. I mean, granted I was reffing, but it's not easy to check everything. I know Bad News Beers was the underdog and actually ended up winning outright. That's about all I got. Rumspringa against Alcoholics. Center field. Rumspringa wins this game 6-0. The only highlight that I remember while I was reffing is looking over to right field, or looking over towards the left field of our game, seeing a ball from Ramey literally coming up to the pitcher's mound of our game, and me having to call time, and seeing Ramey rounding second towards third, and like, from what I was told, is that was a grand slam, and I'm like, yeah, that's not good. So, I mean, that's the only highlight I had. If you saw anything, please feel free, because I don't remember much. You saw nothing?
I saw the end of the Decomb game and then the game that I played in.
Yeah. So What time did you play? 8:30.
Yes.
Okay. So that would be the next game.
Yes.
Cardiac arrest against WTF. 6-2. Cardiac beats WTF.
The very first play of the game, Carell, if you don't know him, he's fast as shit. Bunts up one, and the catcher on WTF runs out and like tries to do a kick pass to get him out.
Mhm.
Ends up kicking the ball into right field, past the right fielder who had run in to back up first.
Mhm.
So then Carell just runs and gets a home run, bunt home run, first play of the game.
Wow.
What a way to start it off, huh?
Yeah, that's definitely.
And it stayed in bounds, so you can't say it's like an overthrow or anything like that. Like it was in the field.
Especially one of the worst kick pass situations.
Mhm. I mean, it wasn't bad for us.
Yeah.
Like, we'll take it.
Completely fine with that.
But the end of the game, their girls got bases loaded, I believe, and we just were lucky enough to hold them. And they didn't score off of it, but they were doing work for sure.
That's how it goes sometimes. If only there were actual highlights. I hate bringing this up. It's just people complain we don't talk about their games. Well, you don't have highlights.
You didn't see Brent's comment?
No.
He said, quote, "If only there were highlights," end quote. ... Or you could try talking to people and finding out what happened, or try posting a shout out thread. Just a thought.
I would love to.
He's right.
I mean, yeah, correct. I'm not the only person on the podcast that. No, I'll take full blame for that. That's fine. That's my fault.
You're the only person saying that, though.
I know. Because people want to have video highlights of their games, but then they don't bring cameras out, and like I can only edit so much, and I can only have Chris Peden edit so much. So like a majority of the time, it's either just our games or a game after. So I don't know. It could. Whatever. I know I agree. It sucks because I know like when I used to watch this podcast, I always wanted video highlights, and now that I'm running / part of the podcast, we don't have highlights every week, and I feel horrible about it. Like, you know, I want people to see, you know, remember that one play we had against so and so? Oh no, there's no highlights for it. So whatever. So I just got a message. Josh will not be here. Josh, I hope you're enjoying the podcast and me complaining like a little whiny 15-year-old.
That's so savage.
Yes. Did you say that's so savage?
No.
Isn't there usually a shout out thread though? Anyways?
Yes.
I feel like
true.
I really have not participated this season very much because I just have been so busy. I've literally only made 2 games this season, so sorry guys, I've kind of been out of it. I've just been really busy with school, but I think there usually is a shout out thread. Whether we start it or not, somebody usually does.
Yeah.
Was there not one this week?
I mean, I may have missed it, but
I don't know. I can look for it and see if there was one.
I mean, we'll roll with it. I mean, there's no need to sit here and stall time and get bored. I guess we could, I mean, being we started a little late, it's 9 o'clock. You want to hop into the, standings and or games for next week?
Yeah.
That's cool. Nothing really changed much from last week in the standings, but
Cardiac is still number 1 currently.
Jungle Gym.
In the Jungle Gym division. Rome Spring is number 1 in the Tortellini division.
tied for first.
Oh right. My bad. They're listed first.
Yeah.
Even though it's not alphabetical. So they're still first. They're not tied for first.
Yeah, they have the run differential.
They have the same record, but they're in first.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is their one tie was against us, and both of us have one tie. But yeah, I mean the run differential is the major factor. I get it. It's fine. I think their run differential is like what 6 or 7 more than us. It should be on there.
3.
So they're only 3 above us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Game on.
Good to know. Yeah. We'll go ahead and work on that from here on out. Okay.
Yeah. Do you want me to read these all out or?
Sure.
The Jungle Gym division, Cardiac is in first place, Night Sweats in second, and they're playing each other this week, so that's good. Things are gonna shake up. Then WAKA to the Jungles in third, WTF fourth, Decomb fifth, and Kilfs in last. Sixth.
But they're on a 1-game winning streak, so let's not shoot them down.
Yeah. And then the Tortellini division, we have Rumspringa, Hot Dogs and Tacos, Alcoholics, Fireballs, Bad News Beers, Foul Balls, PBJ, Forcing Third, Balls and Dolls, and then Five Toe Death Kick. I think this is pretty much how I imagined it playing out at the beginning of the season when I thought about ranking them in my head. A little bit different here and there, but.
You're basically, yeah, it's been chalk most of the season. Like, there were no real huge team acquisitions / releases. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I mean, this is like the first season in a while where it's been, for me, in the 3 years that I've been here, where it's been the same groups in the same divisions. Granted, we've just started divisions, but to have the same core group of people on each team, like, every once in a while you would see people jump teams, like the whole, smoking butts. Some people would stay, leave, etc. Like Hot Dogs and Tacos has had the same people except for maybe one or two. Five Toe with the same. Wacom's the same. Rum's the same. Everybody's the same, is what I'm saying. You got me. So basically, there was no real surprise this year. You weren't going to be like, oh my God, PBJT is a completely different team and they're going to go, 12-2. I know that's an exuberant number, but like 7-2 and completely take first place. Everything was pretty.
Yeah.
Stayed the course.
So, how many games do we have left in this season?
I think we have this week, next week, and then one makeup. I could be wrong. I can double check the.
Tournament's the 19th.
Tournament is the 19th. So, usually the last week is held for Raynaud's. Were there any Raynaud's in this league?
Second week of the season was a Raynaud.
Okay.
So yes. This week, November 2nd, November 9th. November 9th is makeups from 9/21.
Okay.
So yes, we 3 weeks left counting this week coming up, and then tournament is on the 16th. So.
19th.
Oh, okay.
16th is a Wednesday.
Okay. Well, okay. My bad.
19th.
There we go. So, in case there's another rain out, the 16th is still available. There we go. I apologize.
Who does Wacom play this week?
Catechills.
Just trying to imagine how this would shake out towards the end. Anyway, let's go into that.
Alright, this week's games. You want to read them off, or you want me to get them?
Okay.
Alright, cool. 6:30 games. Left field. Bad News Beers against four-seam third base. Bad News Beers is a 1.5 point favorite. Josh has picked Bad News Beers for this one. What say you?
I have insider info that Keith is going to be missing this game for Bad News Beers. So, I don't think that's going to affect my decision. I think I'm still going to go with Bad News Beers.
I'm actually sitting here thinking about this one. I think forcing third base after last week may look at this game a little differently. Granted, Bad News Beer still has Andrew Schlicky, still have Lorraine, still have Kroll, still have Tortellini.
Hey, Aaron.
And Ed. Ed pushes me over the top. See, I was kind of half and half, but yeah, I'm actually gonna stick with you guys on this one. I still see Bad News Beers winning this one. Forcing third, prove me wrong. Post in your team page. Say how we're gonna be horrible at picking this game, and please prove us wrong. Game 2, center field, Night Sweats at a 1/2 point favorite against Cardiac Arrest. Odd that you're in first place and you're the underdog in a game.
Night Sweats is a good team. like I said, I've only been to 2 games this far. I don't know if we played them already. And if we had, then we had to have beat them because we don't have any losses. And we only have 1 tie, and that's the WTF, so. I don't know, I don't want to pick against Cardiac, so I'm gonna stick with that. But I really think this could go either way. I mean, Night Sweats is a really good team. Problem is, sometimes they don't have their whole squad there, and they're playing short. So, I don't know.
Without Josh being here to confirm who might or might not be there, this is me.
Yeah.
This is literally a toss up. I think I said this a couple weeks ago. I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm not picking against Cardiac until they lose. So if it's been 3 weeks, like I think it is, I'm 3-0.
We have not lost yet.
That's my point. So what I'm gonna do is, like I said, I'm gonna stick with you guys till you lose. So.
All right.
That's my pick.
Let's go Cardiac.
You did say Cardiac, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Brent wanted to know who does these lines.
Curtis does these lines, right?
Lines courtesy of Curtis Fabian. I knew it. As soon as I said it, I knew I was gonna get it wrong. Yes. Fabian, sorry. Horrible. I'm horrible at math and speaking, frankly. Yes. 6:30 right field, foul balls against Peanut Butter Jelly Time. Peanut Butter Jelly Time is a 1.5 point favorite. I don't know. That, especially after last week, foul balls, that's the thing. Foul balls did a little bit of revamping, but not that much. I think they've gotten their feet under them now. They're not.
You said foul balls are the favorite?
No, Peanut Butter Jelly Time is favorite.
By
At 1.5. Yeah. Josh goes with PBJT in this game. Gonna throw that out there.
Yep. I think I'm gonna go with PBJ as well.
So I'm trying to write down Josh's picks.
Brent said, Curtis is a sandbagging son of a gun. No way we should be dogs.
Does he mean underdogs?
I'm
Yeah.
guessing.
Yeah, basically he wants the runs, so. I mean, from what I take from that post, it seems like Brent is saying that Curtis thinks we're gonna win, but he just gave us points. I don't know. Tonight is a wrong night for me to be doing a podcast. I am sorry.
It's the wrong night for you to be thinking.
I'm butchering everything.
It
It is almost every night, yeah. I'm personally gonna go with foul balls. I don't see foul balls slipping up. I mean, especially when you're getting 1.5 with the spread, I'll take that. This game will be tight, but I'm getting 1.5. I'll take that.
Is Ian gonna be there?
Yes, Ian will be there. I actually asked him as I was DJing the wedding. I said, "You gonna be there Wednesday?" Not for the
They're
podcast.
not going on a honeymoon right away?
Nah, I think they're doing like Nick and Journey. They're gonna wait for another date to go. So yeah, I'll roll with foul balls on this one. Ian will be, excited that he just got married and had an awesome DJ at his wedding. So
I'm sure that puts
he'll
him
be
over
excited.
there.
Yeah, like, dude, my DJ was awesome. I'm gonna have
He's
a
gonna
great
have
week.
a perfect game.
Yes.
Because you DJ'd his
Yep.
wedding.
Him and his wife danced their asses
I
off.
like it.
So who you rolling with?
I already said.
Again, tonight is the wrong night for me to be doing anything.
I said PBJ.
Okay. All right. 7:30 games. Left field. Hot dogs and tacos at a 3.5 point favorite against Alcoholics. Josh Del Carr has picked Alcoholics.
I'm also picking Alcoholics. 3.5 points is that's too much. I think that it's gonna be a close game, and I don't think you're gonna win by 4. That's it. That's all I was.
So, there's always one game every single week that Curtis does the lines and they're spot on. And I'm not saying this because this is my team, but this week, this game, spot on. Like, I feel that we could beat them and have a little bit, but four runs to cover? That's gonna be a problem. Like, and granted, I'm gonna tell my team once we get to the point, like, hey, let's not sandbag, let's not BS, put runs up, but it's gonna have nothing to do with the spread. Like this week, I'm not worried about the spread. I want to win this game, but I'm not gonna pick against my own team. That's just stupid. I'll take this bullet. We lose it, that's fine. Next game, 7:30, center field. Decomb at a .5 favorite against WTF. Josh has picked Decomb. What say you?
I'm also going with Decomb. After the game that we played with WTF and then watching Decomb the Kilfs game, I think as long as Manny doesn't drop any balls in the outfield this week.
It's funny how when you described the game, you left his name out, but now that you're doing the picks, now you're gonna point his name out.
I didn't want to call him out, but then I was like, you know what? He can handle it. He knows I'm just messing with him.
He's had a birthday. He's a grown man.
Yeah.
He'll be alright. I'll also go with Decomb here. WTF's been up and down. 1 week I pick against them, they play horribly. The week I pick against them, they win. And then the next week I'm like, hey, they won last week, let me pick them. And they poop the bed. I'm gonna go with Decomb. They slipped. It was a bad play. From what I was told, they played great the whole game. One bad play, and I'll take a shot. Decomb. 7:30 right field. Peanut butter jelly time at a 8.5 point favorite against Five Toe Death Kick. Josh has picked Five Toe Death Kick. I'm assuming this is a spread call. It's legit.
Yeah, PBJ to have to win by 9 points.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. I mean, you guys are in what? You're in second place, and you beat them by 11, right?
Yeah.
Last week.
Mhm. And I think our spread was 9. Yeah.
So. And you've already played PBJ too as well, right?
Yeah. How about we'll do the 7 degrees of separation? How about that? We beat PBJT 6-1. And then we beat Five Toe Death Kick 11-0.
So, I just don't think that there's 9 points there.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna go with Five Toe as well.
I'm gonna do the same thing. I don't think Brad's gonna take another double-digit loss this week. So I think he'll come out and at least beat the spread. Now PBJ, don't get us wrong. You guys are gonna win this game. Just not at 9-run clip. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a whole lot of it. 8:30 games. The Rumspringa, and they stay there at a 8.5 point favorite against Balls and Dogs. What is that? Yeah. We have 3 huge spreads this week. That's ridiculous.
This one I can see happening though. I think I'm gonna go with Rumspringa on this one.
I don't know. Here's the thing though. Do you see Jan calling the Dogs off, or just completely just run them into the ground? I mean, that's.
I mean, I don't think that it's gonna be like hardcore. Oh, we gotta get as many runs as we possibly can kind of game.
Yeah.
But I think that it's just gonna happen naturally. Like I can see. Like that game last week where you said it was 2 innings that just they got 5 runs in and then 7 runs in.
Mhm.
And I can see that happening here.
I can dig it. I'm also gonna go with Rumspringa. I've seen Balls and Dogs play. They're not bad, but they don't have. I'm trying to think of the word. Chemistry yet. I mean, certain teams you see like they have a constant first baseman, they have a constant charger. Balls and Dolls doesn't have that yet, and I think Bree and Justin are still trying to work things out. This is not the team to be working things out on. Rumspringa's gonna take it clean. I mean, I don't see this being a game probably after the 3rd inning.
And Brent said it's Halloween week, so the Rumspringa's ability to cover will depend on how restrictive their costumes are. They are the one team we can count on to participate in theme week.
This is true. And yeah, I was gonna get to that. Yeah. This week, I don't know if you guys have noticed. The 27th, right before Halloween. It is Halloween theme week. Um, Make sure you guys dress up. I know in the 3 years that I've been here, I've seen during Halloween weeks, teams have done a group thing. Other teams they've just had their own personal little outfits. Whatever. Come out, dress, do something funny, do something different. Just don't pull a Mike Kern. Love you, man. Don't do a Mike Kern and come out there in a white singlet. Granted, that wasn't for this league, but it was. That's something people never forget. Was it Field 2, 8:30? Welcome to the Jungle at a 3.5-point favorite against Chaotic Kilfs. Josh has picked Chaotic Kilfs in this one.
WAKA 3.5 over Chaotic Kills.
Yeah. I personally think
this is a tough one. Go ahead. What do you think?
I was gonna say I think that the Kills, that was their shining moment last week. Wacom is gonna be like, hey, remember you guys are still in A League. You still have to play an A League team. Jeff doesn't.
Jungle Gym League division.
Yeah, I've always said A and B. I'm never good at that. Remembering it. Jeff never takes the dogs off. That team plays hard every single week. I don't see this being close. It's maybe like 5-1, and that'll be right at spread. So I'll take that. I'll take Wacom at 3.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Well, I don't know. This is really hard.
This is either gonna be super close or like a huge blowout. I know that sounds redundant, but it depends on which kills you get.
And which Wacom.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with Wacom still.
Shoot.
Tough choice.
Always is, especially with the spread. Field 3, 8:30. Fireballs at 9.5 points against 5-toe Death Kick.
No.
Yes.
Josh went with 5-toe Death Kick in this one. Sounds like Jamie is as well.
Yeah.
9.5 points. I would love to get a message from TJ right now telling me that Rosie will be there, Tinsley will be there, Tucker will be there, all their big dogs will be there. Please, like any second now. I'd love just a little. Nope, nothing. I got faith in Fireballs. We've played them before. They're a damn good team. I think 5-toe will already be upset from their prior game against PBJ. Fireball's laying the wood. I'll take the upset here. This will be my one game that I'll, go against the grain. Fireballs don't hold back. I've never seen them hold back, even in the loss. So, and they put up, 12 against 14th third last week. Who says they can't do it again?
Fireballs put up 12 against 14th third last week.
Yeah, that was the 12-zip game. Yeah. That was.
Maybe I'll change my vote.
Final answer?
Yeah, let's go with Fireball.
Look at that. I swung you over to the dark side. Nice.
I'm trying to find this Halloween picture from when our team was Street Fighter characters.
Oh my god, I remember that.
I was gonna post it in the thread.
Heck, what was it?
I was Blanca. Oh, there it is. I found it. Posted in the thread.
I'm trying to remember what Lenore was. What Cammy? Jeff was Guile, I think. Was he?
I don't remember which one's Guile. Jeff
the
was
blonde.
the one that blonde in like the camo pants and the
Who's Zangief, the Russian with the?
That was Brent. The
Yes.
hair. Oh, I'm gonna post this picture.
Oh god, that's awesome. Damn. Again, this is our theme week. Halloween, like I said, as a group, do something if you want, or just come out as yourself. I know.
How's your team doing, Cameron?
Hot dogs and tacos. I have no idea. I don't coordinate things like that because I'm horrible at coordinating. Hell, I can't even be on time.
That is true.
That is true.
110% true.
I know our Friday team is dressing up, and I believe Carter Cardiac is trying to get something together. I won't be there, so I won't be participating, but I'm pretty sure that they're working on something.
Yeah, I know Phil's pretty good with doing like the group things. I know when he was, captain of Boone, they had a little thing where everybody had like little fuses on top of their heads with all white shirts, and they all said tick 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 tick, and then Phil was the big boon, and they had the little dynamite thing, that you threw levers. So it was pretty. I mean, Phil's pretty good with that. Normally we are like, we lost a couple people that were into doing the festive stuff on hot dogs and tacos, so I don't know, unless something gets coordinated tonight, we may not do it. I may dress up.
I wonder what Rumspring is going to be this year. I think they were Bumblebees last year, if I remember.
They were. That was the game against us that we ended up tying them. I remember that. They were Bumblebees last year. They were.
You tried them last year too?
Huh?
You tried them last year too?
Or no, we beat them on a pop-up in the infield. I remember that game was tied all the way through, and with 2 outs, I think somebody, I don't know who it was, popped straight up. And I think it was in between Ricky, Merritt's, and Guy, and they all kind of just froze. Ball bounced down, and then whoever was on third for us scored, so it kind of worked out. But
how do you remember things like this?
I don't know. I can remember little minuscule things like that, but I can't remember like a family's birthday. Like, to be honest, if you pop quiz me my mother's birthday, it's in June, maybe.
Oh Lord.
You're awful.
But no, that's why I have the calendar on my Facebook. I know my sister's birthday is the 27th. I know my nephew's. One of them is 10-4, because 10-4, the radio call. My other nephew, he was just born. I think I know it's in September, maybe the 21st. I could be dead wrong. I'll eat that. But yeah, plays from kickball and football plays. Like when Indianapolis won the Super Bowl, I remember 90% of that game. But I can't. Megan's birthday, she could do. I would probably die before I could calculate her birthday, which is bad. I think it's in December.
Nope.
See?
Close, but no.
Horrible. Yes, I'm bad at that. I'll eat that. That's completely fine.
Curtis Michael says Bumblebees was 2 seasons ago.
See? Well, I know last season.
Last season was not Halloween. 2 seasons ago was Halloween because it's a year. And there's spring and fall. Right?
Yeah.
So
maybe last
mean,
year. I don't know.
Does he mean last year?
I think we always do something the week of Halloween though.
Yeah, it's always the week of Halloween.
That's what I mean, but like in the spring, you said seasons, not years. That's why.
So I apologize, Curtis.
I don't know.
He's being an English teacher right now and pointing this out.
Curtis is a math
Sorry.
teacher.
Last Halloween, they were bumblebees. So
Wait, no, that's what I'm asking. Maybe.
I think he was clarifying that
Is
we
he
said
saying
2 seasons ago.
We said that?
Or I may have said 2
Or he
seasons
said
ago.
that? I don't even know.
I meant maybe.
Moving on.
I meant last Halloween. I may have said last season. Tomato, tomato, whatever. Housekeeping. VA Peninsula Indoor Volleyball. Wednesday nights at the United Jewish Community of the Virginia Peninsula. Yeah, that sounds odd.
It's on City Center Boulevard.
There you go.
The new one.
Yeah.
Right there between Warwick and Jefferson.
Nice.
Centrally located for everyone.
That lives out here. Season starts November 30th. It is Wednesday nights. If you haven't signed up for that, you can. I've been told it's going to be really fun. What is it? It's indoor. That's just regular indoor. I'm thinking of a different league. My bad. The same league, which is the next one. I don't know anything about the indoor league out here. I've never played, so. Do you know anything?
This is the first season.
Okay, so again, this is new to me. I only play kickball and some wiffle.
Well,
VA
it's
South.
the first season. You could
That
play
I didn't know. So.
if you wanted to. Just
I'm balling on a budget, man. VA Southside Sand Volleyball. See, this is the one I knew of. This one plays in White Sands Indoor Beach Facility out in Chesapeake. Don't know the exact spot of that. It is also Wednesday nights. Starts December 7th. It is an indoor sand league. I mean, I think that'll be fun. I don't play volleyball like that, but that should be interesting to play indoor sand volleyball. Nice. Next one up, I see VA Raptor winner. The location is listed as Barron Elementary. Is that not Gosnell Hope? Or is that
God.
Gosnell?
No, that we have a new location this year.
See, I need to learn these things. Where's where is Barron Elementary? Good Lord.
I really don't know. I'm gonna have to Google that one for sure.
Well, that league plays on Saturdays, right on what 11, 12-ish, sometimes earlier.
No, I thought the games were like 1 and 2.
Oh, okay.
Last year, anyway.
Season
So
starts.
you gotta give the day a little bit of time to warm up because
Yeah.
it's cold.
Yeah.
You play at the hottest, close to the warmest.
The warmest part of the day. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. So yeah, that season starts January 21st. Yeah, that's always. It's a fun league. Everybody sits there and says they're not gonna play next season. Like me, I've played every single winter season. I can't stop. It's addictive. It's kickball and the start.
It's really flipping cold, but I've always had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna take this winter off.
You think?
Say that now.
You think?
Say that now.
Alright. Unless something, Brent, did we miss anything? If so, post now or message now.
I mean, we could talk about the bowling league, but it's already filled up, so you can't join it.
Really? Damn. I was actually thinking about joining that. Guess not. I'll go out and watch at least. That'll be fun. Damn. See, gotta be quick on these things.
Brent said Barron Elementary is very close to the new sponsor bar, County Grill Hampton.
County Grill. That's where we go for Fridays, right?
No.
That's the
Oh,
Yorktown
that's in
one. There's
Yorktown.
another location in
It's off
Hampton.
of Mercury.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty close to Gosnell. So okay.
Yeah.
It's close enough. Okay. Not bad. All right.
Cool.
I'm down with that.
County Grill's always a nice place to go. I love their cornbread, so I'm really excited.
Not their pork or anything else, just the cornbread.
No, actually, to be honest, the first time I went there, I really didn't like their food because I didn't grow up with that kind of barbecue.
Mhm.
Like, I'm from California, and our kind of barbecue is not really this stuff. So, like, what are those collard green things that y'all eat?
You really just showed a card I did not know you had. What?
So,
What?
like,
You're not a fan of collard greens?
Absolutely not. That
Oh my
like looking at it disgusts
God.
me, and it's not something I ever really ate. But
I mean, it's like leafy
I tried it
greens.
once or twice, and I thought it was really gross.
Oh, I
Um,
really thought you were from here in Southern as all get out. Now, you're one of them hippies from the West Coast. Wow.
Yeah, I mean I've been here for like
I
8 or
know.
9 years,
I don't
so
eat collards.
I'm East Coast now, I guess. But
That's,
you know.
Megan and I helping.
But anyway, I didn't like the food when I first started, and I didn't like Cracker Barrel when I first came out here. And like some stuff has grown on me. I still won't eat collard greens, but you know.
Understand.
Anyway, I do love their cornbread, and I can eat that all day. Not
I don't know
good
if
for
you
me.
guys are still having the same problem we have over here. These damn sand fruit flies, whatever the hell. Fucking annoying as shit. They need to stop. Whatever the hell's got them out here, go. Oh, that's the only reason I want winter to get here, so they can just die off and never come back. 'Cause it's- I mean-
Mosquitoes, get rid of those mosquitoes.
Yeah, that too. My God. So being that I'm about to go cut the stream off, you're the one who gets to throw the ball at the camera. If you hit it first time, I swear to God, I'm never gonna do it again. So for Jeremy Smithy
Jamie.
and Megan out on the side. Have a good night, guys. Oh, you missed. Not good.